Hey guys, so we are now in February here. We've now gone past January. The first month of 2025 is in the history books. So I think we'll do another one of these videos where I talk about what we could see throughout February here. I did one for January. People generally seem to think that was a pretty helpful video, and just I guess sometimes people just enjoy like hearing me talk, I guess. So we'll just go through the February schedule here. I have this trusty, by the way, for this website, I literally just Google calendar and it's the first thing that pops up. That's why I always use the same calendar website, but it is pretty good. You could like sort by month here, and you can go back to the prior year, which is really helpful for our case, because I think comparing each month year by year is the best way to do this. So for this year, obviously, taking a look at 2025 February, it's going to be helpful to take a look at February 2024 to remember what happened last year, and that should give us a good indication of what we should expect this year. I played this game way too much, so I don't even need to look back. I know exactly when everything dropped in February last year. I mean, we could even start with the description, I guess, of what happened during every single week here. This was the Cell Saga celebration, February 2024. I remember on the 7th, obviously it's going to go per reset day, so it's always going to be Wednesday for me. The first reset day of February 2024, I remember it was, I think it was three things actually. It was the first form Cell free-to-play character. Remember, they usually release a free-to-play character the first reset day of every month, and that coincides with what the theme of that month is going to be. For January this year, we got the free-to-play Blue Goku from the future, and then the rest of January was future related, so it made sense. And they do that essentially every month. Sometimes for big celebrations, it doesn't always correlate with everything, but for the most part, it does mean something typically. So last year we got the free-to-play first form Cell on this day. We also did end up getting the Zenkai for Heat Dome Trunks. And then we did get as well the unique equipment for Super Vegeta. That was the first reset day in February here. So it was a pretty good day actually. That a Zenkai, a free character, and a unique equipment for a Zenkai character, that's a pretty good content day. So if they're going to do the same thing here in February of 2025, that's good. By the way, I am recording this on the morning of Monday the 3rd. So we don't yet have any announcements for what's coming out for this week yet, but I think there's actually a pretty solid chance that by the time this video goes live, we will have maybe potentially a teaser for either a free character or a Zenkai, but we'll get into that later. So that was the first reset day of February. Second reset day, of course, was Super Vegeta's banner. Well, let's just say hopefully they don't repeat history with that one. But Super Vegeta's banner was the 14th. He dropped next to the Sparking 16, the Android 16. And yeah, that was... The funny thing is this coincides with the Dokkan Anniversary Part 2 drop. So we'll see what they want to do here. I don't think it's really going to affect Legends at all, but, I don't know if they're going to want to drop the most exciting character of all time here, but we will see. The next reset day was, of course, the 21st. And that was the day that we got, I believe it was the Revival Cell Zenkai, and it was the unique equipment for the purple Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, was this day over here. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I think that's what we got. The Revival Red Cell, and then the purple Zenkai Super Saiyan 2 Gohan unique equipment was here. That unique equipment actually was pretty good. I remember that purple Gohan was certainly better than a lot of the older Zenkai characters who got unique equipment. So we'll see if they want to continue doing this. What is the most recent Zenkai character unique equip? I actually don't recall. This should be in order. What is it? Slug. It's Lord Slug, right? Yeah, that's pretty old, because it was Lord Slug and then Purple Turles. This dropped, I mean, this was during the Z Movies campaign. This must have been September. So we're talking like 6 months ago, right? October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, like 5 months ago, basically. We're talking 5 months without getting a Zenkai character unique equipment. Honestly, I don't even particularly care. I think that's fine. I generally find these to be not very helpful for most players. Like if you're a normal average player in this game, you're not going to want to invest this many amount of resources rolling on equipment that's going to help one character. What you want to do as like an average player, free-to-play player, light spending player, is you want to invest in rolling equipment like this that is just going to be very impactful on a wide variety of characters. These are the kinds of equipments you really want to invest your resources into re-rolling, not something like this that's only useful on one character to make him go from bad to mediocre. Now, to be fair, this slug was actually, I think, really good in the tri-arena mode. These kinds of equipment really are insanely strong in modes like that, but generally speaking, these are the kinds of equipment you want to be investing resources into. So if they don't want to really continue the sparking, the sparking equips, what they call them, the unique equips for Zenkai characters, I don't really think that's that big of a deal. I'm not going to be mourning the death of Zenkai character getting unique equipment. That's whatever. But that's what we got here. And then, of course, the following week, they actually dropped the Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan banner on the 29th to match up with the final day of the month. So they sort of skipped the 28th and went right here, which makes sense because they always like to release characters on the final day of the month. So looking at this, I think we probably should expect a similar thing. This coming week, I think it is a very highly likely chance that we get either a free character and a Zenkai, a free character and a unique equipment of some sort, whether it's for an LF character, whether it's for a Zenkai character. But I think there's like a 90% chance we get a free-to-play character this week on Wednesday. And then if we want to talk about Zenkais, we can kind of just go through the list here. Let's go over to the character list. And we'll go by non-Zenkai, and then we'll go for LF characters. I think there's a very, if we really can't waste time going through non-LF characters because there's actually 5 billion options. So it doesn't really make sense to talk about that without knowing what the theme of the month is going to be. So we'll just go through what potential LF characters could get a Zenkai Awakening. I mean, you really look at the roster here, and I think we could be talking about pretty much any character. Who do we want to put as like a cutoff unit? Maybe like the Tag 4s, I guess. I mean, to be fair, we do have a Zenkai for the Buu Duo, who are newer than 17, but do we really think they're going to Zenkai 17? I mean, to be fair, this character as well, right? This character, actually 17 is newer than them. Why is he here? All right, anyway, we'll put the cutoff here. Vegeta and Trunks. I don't think they would Zenkai Revival Goku. Pretty much anybody from this point up, I don't really see it yet. So we'll put the cutoff here. Any character from this point down, I think could be getting a Zenkai Awakening. Now the question is going to be, is this Zenkai Awakening going to be related to the theme of January? Or are they going to be related to the theme of whatever February is going to be? I think there's a very high chance that depending on what the theme of February is going to be, if they drop a Zenkai alongside a free character, then we're talking about a potential character that's not future related, which I guess does give us like, narrows it down quite a bit, right? Future related, future related, future related, future related. So how many characters is this in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 characters in total here. 4 out of the 10 that we're looking at are all future related. But it's impossible to say, right? They could just give us a Zenkai for like the androids. The androids are a character we've all been really asking for a Zenkai for a long time. I think if we are talking specifically about a future related Zenkai, it could be future Gohan, Cell, or the androids. It's impossible to say. If I had to go with one of them, I'd probably go with Cell. And the reason why I would go with Cell is because we're eventually going to get Ultra Cell this year. There is no way we get out of 2025 without getting an Ultra Cell. I don't think they're going to drop an Ultra Cell and then drop a Zenkai for LF Cell. They typically don't do that, really. When they drop a new version of a character, they then don't go back and Zenkai an older version of the same character. So I think what would happen is we would get like this LF Cell Zenkai now, and then later on during the year when they drop an Ultra cell, they could even make this Gohan kind of the counterpart to that cell. They could Zenkai this guy, they could Zenkai future Gohan, they could Zenkai the androids. Probably the androids at that point would make more sense, but I think maybe Zenkaiing this purple cell now makes the most sense if they want to do a future related Zenkai. UI Goku, I don't really think they would just give a Zenkai for him now. I think he would probably be more related to a major celebration, aka Anniversary, Legends Festival. This is like a major, massive release. They wouldn't just give this guy a Zenkai at like just a random month here in the beginning of February. I think probably the same thing could be said about Beast Gohan. I don't really think he will get a Zenkai here. Cooler is a character I could definitely see getting one potentially right now, depending on what the theme of the month is going to be. If they're going to be doing something like the Looming Nemesis campaign they did last year. Remember, the Looming Nemesis campaign was last March. So they did dedicate an entire month to just villain characters. So if they wanted to do something like that, maybe they want to do a movies month. I don't know. I highly doubt they would do an LOE month. I don't think that's a thing that's going to happen. But they want to fit Cooler somehow into the theme of whatever February will be. Then his Zenkai certainly would make sense to me. The Tag 4s are also a pretty big release, but I could see them potentially getting one. I think the Tag 4s are a more hype release than this Gohan, even though this Gohan was technically an anniversary character. But I think my money would be on either Perfect Cell or the Tag Androids potentially here. Future Gohan, it would just be a little bit weird because he would drop. He would be Zenkai buffing Beast most likely, unless he Zenkai buffs, I guess, Yellow Future. He might Zenkai buff, but he'd probably be Zenkai buffing Yellow Hybrids, I would imagine. He would mostly just be a Zenkai bench for Beast, and we just got a red character who would probably just destroy this character. So I don't really know if this is a good time to drop him, even though he is the oldest character now without a Zenkai, the oldest LF character without a Zenkai. But that's what I think we potentially could see for the first reset day of February. And then the second and fourth reset days of February obviously are going to be banners. I don't think they would make us wait until the 28th to drop whatever the banner is going to be at the end of this month. Even if it is an Ultra, I think they would probably just drop it on the 26th. The only reason I think they waited here is because the 29th was a leap year, and they just decided that they wanted to drop him one day off of normal schedule. Right? One day I could understand, but I don't think they'd make us wait 2 days here. So I think it's going to be banner here, LF on the 12th, and then I would imagine an Ultra here, but it could actually be a Mega Rising depending on what they want to do. Again, the DAIMA thing is up in the air. I don't know really what they're waiting for. I will just warn you guys. I guess I'll just give a slight spoiler warning for DAIMA. If you guys haven't seen the newest episodes of DAIMA, I would, and you don't want to be spoiled, I would click off the video. Just, you know, giving a fair warning here. So click off if you don't want to get spoiled for DAIMA potentially. I'll wait 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we just got revealed the new form for Goma in the last episode. We're gonna do DAIMA's ending this month. February 7th, February 14th, February 21st, and then February 28th is the final episode is right here. February 28th is the last episode of DAIMA. So I don't know if they were waiting to drop Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta because they wanted to use more animations. I'm assuming we're seeing Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta again at some point in DAIMA. And I think maybe one of the reasons why they didn't drop a Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta in this game yet, even though we have seen him come out in other games. Super Divers has him already. The Dragon Ball Super card game already has I think a card of him now. Obviously that's a card game, but Super Divers has actual like animations for the character. Maybe they haven't released him yet because they are they know in advance that there's going to be some cooler animations they want to use for him later, and that's why they didn't want to drop him yet, because they want to take advantage of those better animations or, you know, more attacks. There are enough attacks that he does against Tamagami number 2 to where they could make a character out of him, but maybe they just wanted more selections for him, which could be why they didn't want to drop him yet. But in this month alone, we are going to probably get multiple Legends Limited quality characters from DAIMA, whether it's a new form for a character, a new fusion. Again, we saw the new final form version of Goma. Well, I don't know if I want to say final form, because I guess it's possible he does transform like more or something. I don't know. We'll see. But there is a new version of Goma that's probably going to be like the final boss. Majin Ku and Majin Du aren't in the game yet. I could see them potentially being like a Mega Rising style banner for DAIMA. So we'll see what they want to do with DAIMA, but it's quite possible that they do end up dropping 2 LFs this month as well, right? LF here, and then we could get like Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta as an LF here. We could end up getting, I don't know, Super Saiyan Demon Goku, whatever the new, but assuming Goku gets a new form of something in DAIMA, you know, the second to last episode of DAIMA airing right here, Goku goes Super Saiyan Demon or something. I don't know, something stupid like that. And then maybe they drop him right here. You know, they're ready for it, and they drop him at the end of the month instead of an Ultra or Mega Rising. So it's really hard to really pinpoint what exactly we'll see in terms of summonable characters here and here. I think the free-to-play character here will tell us a lot of what we can expect. But the 19th, I think also will probably end up getting either some combination of a Zenkai, unique equipment, something like that. That will probably be a 1% Zenkai or an LF Zenkai, but I think it will depend on what we get this week. If we get an LF Zenkai this week, then whatever comes out on the 19th probably will not be an LF Zenkai. It'll probably be a 1% Zenkai instead. If we get a 1% Zenkai here, then I imagine whatever we get on the 19th will be probably an LF Zenkai. I don't really see them going the full February here without giving us an LF Zenkai, and that's something I want to see moving forward. Actually, is I'll put that on them here. I do want to see monthly LF Zenkais. I think it is time, right? I mean, we are pretty behind here. This character dropped in 2021. He doesn't have a Zenkai. Like, we have a lot of catching up to do here with the LF units. Remember, they're dropping monthly LF characters. I mean, you know, if you don't drop LF monthly Zenkais, you're eventually going to run out. I mean, I guess it's not every month we don't need one, right? Eventually we will catch up, because they give us like 4 months in a row of LF Zenkais. All of a sudden, you know, we're slowly starting to creep up on like 5th anniversary characters. So we'll see. But that's really what I'm expecting for this month. So just to recap real quick, if we go back to 2025, I think it's going to be free-to-play character plus either 1% or LF Zenkai, potentially a Zenkai character unique equipment right here. This will be an LF release on the 12th. 19th will be, again, either a 1% or LF Zenkai, depending on what happens on the 5th. If the 5th is an LF Zenkai, this will probably be a 1% Zenkai, potentially a unique equipment for an LF character as well over here. And then on the 26th, this is the wild card of the month. It's going to depend on what the theme is. It's going to depend on how they want to handle the new DAIMA characters. But it could be realistically any of the 3 banner types that we get regularly now: Mega Rising, LF, or Ultra. I think because in January we did end up getting 2 LFs, I would probably rank the possibilities of getting another double LF month pretty low, because we've never seen that outside of major celebrations where 2 months in a row we get 2 LF characters. So I would probably say either Mega Rising or Ultra here. My money would probably be on an Ultra at the end of this month, but we will see what they want to do. Again, DAIMA kind of complicates things, especially with this being the finale here. We could see some crazy stuff, but it's going to be impossible to really tell until we actually see what's going on. Let me know what you guys think is coming for February and what you would want to see drop in February. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.